Get ready for your daily dose of WordPress and web development tips, tricks, and insights to help you find success with WordPress. You're listening to WP the Podcast with your hosts, David Blackman and Tim Streifler.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of WP the Podcast, brought to you by WP Gears. I'm David Blackman.
And I'm Tim Streifler.
Today we're going to talk about why you should rebrand the back end of WordPress. There are lots of reasons why you want to do this, and we're going to kind of go over them. Tim's going to get us kicked off today.
Absolutely. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about why you should rebrand the back end of WordPress, and then stay tuned for tomorrow's episode, part 2, where we talk about the best plugins for rebranding the back end of WordPress. So the number one reason, or I guess not the number one overall, but I guess the first reason on our list, which is a pretty important one, is to avoid client confusion. If you are creating websites for your clients, some clients come to you because you are a WordPress expert. Some come to you because they want a website. They don't know what WordPress is, and frankly, they don't care. And so if they log into their website after you show them how to add a blog post and they start seeing WordPress all over the place, they're going to get a little bit confused. What's WordPress? They're going to click over to the WordPress.org from the admin bar and all those things, and it can be confusing. And it's not to say that you want to hide the fact that it's WordPress, because again, clients, they don't really care what tools you use, but you just don't want to have to open that can of worms and have that confusion with the client. And so that's definitely a big reason why you would consider rebranding the back end.
Absolutely. Another reason why you want to rebrand the back end of WordPress is top of the mind awareness, keeping your company front and center in front of the client in the event that, hey, they need more work. And if you are, branded on the back end of their website and they're managing their own website, they're adding their own blog posts, but they decide, you know what, I need some new pages created, or I need a new set of functionality added to my website. Well, if you're back there, Acme Agency, if you need help, please reach out, your phone number, your email address. Obviously, they know that because they hired you originally, but as a year or 2 years passes, or as time passes, you may not be top of the mind awareness to them. But if you rebrand the back of that website, that's going to help you potentially get more work down the road.
And another reason here why you should rebrand the back end of WordPress, it's kind of, I guess in a way, sort of the opposite of David described, keeping your company, your agency top of mind. But you might have a client that has a, well-respected brand. They might have a large team. They take pride in their brand. And so sometimes it might not be about you and putting your brand front and center, but putting their brand front and center. And I had a client like this a couple years back. They, based in Southern California, have, I think, probably up to 12, maybe 15 different locations, a cafe, sandwich shop, and they have a really great brand. And so they wanted, it was important for them to see their brand in the back end, to on the login screen be able to see their logo there. And so it wasn't about me putting my brand in front of them. It was about putting their brand front and center, because they had a large team of people that were going to be logging into the site and adding blog posts and doing this. And so it was important to have their brand front and center. And so rebranding WordPress did that. And so it wasn't WordPress, it wasn't my company, it was their company. And that was the right choice for that client.
And I'm going to tell on myself because I kind of took our fourth point and meshed it with the second point that I discussed, which was, pointing them to your support channels and additional services as an opportunity for additional revenue in the future. Bottom line is top of the mind awareness. There's lots of reasons why you want to brand or rebrand the back end of WordPress. If it's not for your company, it's for their company. And so those are a few reasons why we think it's important to do that. Tim, until tomorrow, we'll see you then.
Take care. Bye-bye.
We've come to the end of today's episode of WP the Podcast. Join us tomorrow for more daily tips and strategies designed to help you run your WordPress business toward success. Remember to subscribe to WP the Podcast so you can stay up to date with each episode. And don't forget to rate and review us. We'll see you again tomorrow right here on WP the Podcast.